Let's go to Don in Chicago. Don, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, Dennis?
Beautiful, Donnie. What's up with you?
Hey, I saw you over the weekend on Friday over at the Orleans over in Las Vegas.
Friday was a pretty good show, I thought.
It was pretty good. There's one thing that kind of stood out, though. I mean, besides I had to change my pants at the end of the show. I was laughing so hard, and the people behind me as well. But the people to the right of me, once you got to the global warming issue, which I was cracking up about, it sounded like, you know, crickets on a hot summer night at about 2 in the morning.
Yeah, there's some people who check out during the global warming passage, but I like the passage so much that I keep it in. But there are people who don't want to go with you on that. But like I said, I really don't trust temperature figures from the year 1906. I mean, we were still defecating outside in the woods, but I'm supposed to believe they had a stranglehold at the Fahrenheit at the Earth's magma. Sure, that was an accurate reading, huh? Ezekiel, let's put the candle wick down the possum hole, lay down a baseline for future generations to measure their self-worth from. Then we'll go hand churn some butter, maybe invent flight later this year. I just don't trust it. When people say it's gone up over the last 100 years, I go, okay, maybe we have the machinery to lock down the reading now, but I'm going back to 1906 and saying, do we really think we know exactly what the temperature was then? No, either people are going backwards and doing some mind reader thing where they predict what it was back then, or we have some readings. And I don't trust those readings because I don't think science was as locked down now, and I don't think it'll be as locked down 100 years from now when we look back on this global warming thing and not examine it as a catastrophe for the planet, but the first time that a massive collective psychosis, some sort of weird onslaught, pods laying next to you as you sleep and taking your mind over, kind of took over the people. I think it'll be viewed scientifically indeed. I just don't think it'll have anything to do with climatological matters, but rather psychological matters. I think this will be an interesting case study when people say, what happened back there in the late 1900s, early 2000s, when people actually believed and got all scared and freaked out that the planet, that somebody was actually able to say to them, indeed a guy who had proven himself kind of lacking in many areas of his life, came out and all of a sudden just started saying, I believe, and I have a picture that I've had made up of New York City, that by the year 2057, water's going to be up to the 10th floor. And people didn't say, oh, get out of here, you nutcase. Did you crack up when you ran for the presidency and you got beat because you lost your home state? Or what is this? Are you okay, Al? Let me put a cold compress on your fevered brain. Yeah, it's hot inside your melon. But no, rather than that, rather than castigate him, disparage him, or I should say worry about him, people took it seriously and said, yeah, that guy over there, Gore, who didn't even dress himself for the debates, he says that New York's going to be underwater in 50 years, and I'm taking that to the bank. Yeah, it'll be studied, trust me, by psychologists.
The Dennis Miller Show.